I come before you today with a message of hope and encouragement, a message that speaks to the heart of every person gathered here. In life, we all find ourselves standing before many doors. We seek the right one, the one that leads to peace, fulfillment, success, and meaning. But how many times have we stood in front of doors that seem to lead us nowhere? Doors that open only to reveal disappointment, frustration, and confusion. And how many times have we knocked on these doors, trying to open them ourselves? We rush, we push, we strive, and yet they remain closed. But today, I want to share something with you, something powerful, something life-changing. I want to remind you that the right door, the one that will lead you into a future filled with purpose and blessing, is not a door that you open with your own strength. It is a door that God opens for you in His time, in His way. So often in life, we become fixated on finding the right opportunities. We believe that if we work hard enough, if we knock long enough, we will find that door that leads us to all that we've ever dreamed of. And while effort and perseverance are important, we must not forget that the ultimate key to the right door is not in our hands, it is in God's hands. The Lord knows the path you should take. He knows the opportunities that will lead you closer to your purpose. But here's the thing, you cannot force the right door open by yourself. You must wait for God to open it for you. And when He does, you must trust in His perfect timing. I think of the Apostle Paul. He traveled far and wide, preaching the gospel, establishing churches, and spreading the message of hope. But even Paul faced moments of uncertainty. There were times when he didn't know where to go next. He felt that desire, that urgency to share the message, but doors were closed to him. Yet, Paul didn't give up. He didn't force open doors that were meant to stay closed. He prayed, he waited, he trusted, and in God's perfect time, the right doors were opened to him. The gospel spread, lives were changed. So too in your life, you may find yourself at a crossroads. You may be standing before a door that seems to hold a promise of something great, whether it's a new job, a new relationship, a new opportunity. But instead of rushing ahead, take a moment to trust in the timing of the one who holds the key to your future. God will open the right door at the right time. And I want you to understand something. While we often focus on the doors of opportunity, the doors of success, the doors that lead to earthly achievement, there is one door that stands above all others, the door to eternal life. Jesus Christ is the door. He is the gate through which we enter into a new life, a life of peace with God, a life filled with His grace and mercy. Jesus said, I am the door. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved. And today, if you have not yet stepped through that door, I invite you to do so. The door is always open. Jesus is knocking, waiting for you to answer. But you see, just as God opens the door to salvation, He also opens the doors of opportunity in your life. And the key is you must trust Him with every door you face. There will be moments when you feel uncertain, when you don't know which direction to take. But remember this, God is not a God of confusion. He will lead you to the door that is meant for you. His plan is perfect and His timing is flawless. I know waiting is difficult. It's hard to be patient when you feel the pressure of time. You may have been waiting for a breakthrough, waiting for a door to open, and it feels like nothing is happening. But don't give up. Remember the story of Abraham, who waited for the promise of a child. Year after year, Abraham saw no sign of that promise being fulfilled, yet he didn't grow weary. He didn't force things to happen. He trusted in God's timing. And in the end, God fulfilled His promise. God's timing is always perfect. There may be moments when you feel like you are standing in front of a door that will never open. It may seem as if the world is passing you by and that the doors of opportunity are closing around you. But I tell you, my friend, do not lose heart. The God who opened the Red Sea for Moses, who brought down the walls of Jericho, who raised the dead to life, is the same God who holds the key to your future. He knows what lies ahead for you, and He will open the right door at the right time. And when that door opens, you must step through it. It is one thing to wait for the right door to open, but it is another thing entirely to walk through it when the moment comes. Stepping through the door of opportunity requires courage. It requires faith. It requires obedience. And when you step through, you may not know exactly what lies on the other side. You may face challenges. You may face obstacles. But if God has opened that door, He will equip you for what lies ahead. He will give you the strength to walk through, and He will guide you every step of the way. And so, as you wait for God to open the doors before you, I want you to remind you of this. You are not alone. God is with you. He is leading you. He is guiding you. And when the time is right, He will open the door that leads you to your future, to your calling, to your purpose. And when that door opens, step through it with confidence, knowing that God has prepared the way for you. And if today you feel like you are standing before a closed door, know this: God is at work in your life. He is preparing you for something greater. He is shaping you, refining you, strengthening you for what is to come. Keep trusting, keep waiting, keep praying, and when the right door opens, walk through it in faith. I want to close with this encouragement. God knows the plans He has for you. He is not a God who makes mistakes. He is not a God who forgets. His plans for your life are good, and He will open the right doors for you in His time and for His glory. So, my friend, trust Him. Let Him open the right door in your life. And when He does, step through it with boldness and confidence, knowing that you are walking in the will of the one who created you, who loves you, and who has a perfect plan for your life. May God bless you as you wait for the right door to open, and may He guide you as you walk through it. So often in life, we find ourselves standing in front of doors, doors that represent opportunities, decisions, and moments of change. We see a door and we think, this is it. This is the chance I've been waiting for. And naturally, our instinct is to push, to knock, to force it open. We believe that if we put in enough effort, if we push hard enough, we can make the door open. We think that success and fulfillment are something we must chase down, something we must earn through sheer willpower and effort. But let me tell you something that might sound counterintuitive. The right door is not opened by our own efforts. It's not about how hard we push or how much we strive. True success, lasting fulfillment, and the opportunities that will truly make a difference in our lives come when we trust God to open the door in His time, according to His plan. We need to learn the importance of waiting on God and recognizing that His timing is always better than our own. It's easy to believe that if we just work harder or if we just stay persistent enough, we can force any door open. After all, the world constantly tells us that success is about relentless effort and determination. And while these qualities are important, they must be balanced with the understanding that we are not in control of everything. There are doors that we will never open on our own, no matter how hard we try. There are opportunities we cannot create through our own strength or willpower. Think about it for a moment. There are moments in life when, despite our best efforts, things just don't happen the way we expect. Doors remain closed, opportunities slip through our fingers, and nothing seems to be working. We feel frustrated, defeated, and at times hopeless. But what if the closed door is not a sign of failure? What if it's a sign that God is guiding us in a different direction? What if He is protecting us from a door that would not lead us to His best for us? When we force doors open on our own, we might step into something that seems like success in the moment, but it often doesn't lead to fulfillment or long-term peace. We might gain temporary success, but it's shallow, fleeting, and ultimately unfulfilling. On the other hand, when we trust God to open the right door at the right time, we step into something that will not only bring us success, but also deep, lasting fulfillment and peace. Trusting God with our opportunities is about surrendering control. It's about acknowledging that we don't have to strive and push all the time. We can rest in the assurance that God knows what's best for us, and He knows which doors we need to walk through. It's not about forcing open doors, but about having faith that when the time is right, He will open the door that will lead us into our purpose and our calling. We have to remember that God sees the bigger picture. While we may only see a small part of the journey, He sees the entire path laid out before us. And when we allow God to open the right door, we step into something far greater than we could have ever planned or imagined on our own. So let go of the need to control every outcome and trust that God will open the door that is perfectly aligned with His purpose for your life.